Welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host Definition, aka the guy that's been shouting "Hail Snyder" for the past 20 minutes at a picture of Joss Whedon. The Batman news has been coming thick and fast recently in the wake of the Snyder Cut announcement, and though it has massively overshadowed it, throughout this video we're going to be breaking down some of the major developments that you may have missed. This video covers the fake reports that Ben Affleck will be replacing Robert Pattinson, the interviews by Jeffrey Wright that discuss the Batmobile, and some more Penguin news that give us further hints as to what the character might be like in the film. Obviously, there will be heavy Snyders here, so if you don't want anything potentially Snydered about the movie, then I highly recommend that you Joss Whedon out of the video. Make sure you sub Snyder to the channel for videos like this every day, and please drop a thumbs up if you enjoy the content. With that out of the way, thank you for clicking the video. Now let's get into our breakdown of Snyder. Okay, so first up I want to discuss a story that you might have seen on the internet this week. That is that Ben Affleck will be back as the Batman and that he will be replacing Robert Pattinson in the role. This came in the wake of the positive reaction to the Justice League Snyder Cut being announced, and the story started to pick up traction after Ben Affleck posted a video stating how happy he was to see the film finally getting released. I went through as much of the internet as I could, and the source of the story seems to stem from YouTube channel ComicBookCast 2, who says that he saw the rumours of Robert Pattinson being fired from the Batman. You can watch the video for yourself, but apparently they've seen this everywhere and it's all over the internet. In the video he said Pattinson was fired because he hasn't been working out, and Matt Reeves has gone quiet after the announcement of the Snyder Cut because the film is getting changed quite a lot. According to the video, there's loads of rumours flowing about, and the main source is "Bro, dude, trust me, I seen them." Again, I've been unable to find anything from before this video, so it does seem that it stems from this. I always question videos and reports like this, as if there's a lot of sources on the story, then you should be able to drop at least one in the video, much in the same way that I'm using this video as a source. The comparison is made that we heard rumours about Ben Affleck quitting as the Dark Knight before it happened, and that this is the situation in reverse where we learn that he's coming back before he even does. Now, is this true? Absolutely not. I obviously cannot verify this, but you don't have to be the world's greatest detective to know that something seems a bit off about this story. I'm willing to put my Batmobile collection on the fact that this is untrue and that Warner Brothers haven't even considered firing Pattinson. They've spent hundreds of millions of dollars on casting, costuming, flying crew over to England to film, building sets and getting actors in the role to the point that it would be the stupidest thing since Mr. Freeze came out spouting ice puns to shut the project down. Ben Affleck is 47. If his movie was to be rushed into production today, by the time it was released, he would almost be 50 years old. Robert Pattinson is about to star in Tenet, a film that will likely propel his career forward massively, and it just seems ridiculous that these kind of rumours even pick up any steam when there's no sources to support them, and if you think about it for more than 5 seconds, it just doesn't make sense. ComicBookCast say that the Snyder Cut release has shown you can't predict the way things will go, but that was a film that had the majority of its scenes already shot to the point that all the studio is doing is cleaning up the CGI and recording additional dialogue. This is one of the stupidest rumours I've ever heard, and if it comes true, I'll eat my bat. Actually, that's probably not a good idea. If a story is reporting on something that requires at least evidence, it should have more than just "I seen it, bro, trust me, bro, sources, insiders, inside of my imagination." So yeah, I doubt that it's true in any form. Anyway, I just had to get that out the way before we get into the actual news. Jeffrey Wright has recently been doing press rounds in the wake of Westworld and of course to promote the upcoming film Batman, as long as the project hasn't been completely shut down, which I seen it, bro, trust me. In an interview with The Hollywood Reporter, the actor stated that the movie was going to be an evolution of the character. He said they're working together to create a mood, create an idea, a setting and a tone. I'll leave the full piece link below if you want to read it, but the bit that has everyone talking is Wright's statement that the Batmobile will be hand-built by Bruce Wayne. Wright said, "I read the script for the Batmobile and I was like, yeah, that's it. Bruce Wayne created the most badass muscle car you could imagine, but it's grounded in Gotham. It's grounded in Americana." So we now know for definite that Bruce will be the one behind the design of the new car. When it was first shown to the world, many said that they thought it looked like something a mechanic would create, and I think it really plays out what the film will be like. This will be a grounded Batman that, though he has a lot of resources, is still keeping himself to himself. He hasn't recruited Lucius yet, he doesn't have an arsenal of weaponry, he's basically trying to figure things out for himself and to find out what works. This design is also reflected across all of the film that we've seen so far. The Batbike of course looks like it's been made by one person, and the Batsuit itself looks like it's been pieced together and made out of existing materials. Yes, we're still on the theory that the chess piece is Joe Chill's gun. This could end up being the most realistic Batman that we've ever seen put to screen, and whilst Nolan's was very true to life, it sometimes did stretch the imagination with the memory cloth and him breaking his back, which was fixed by someone punching it. I know it was his vertebrae, yeah, just stop writing that comment right now, you. I know you're about to write it. Anyway, Wright further went on to have an interview with Sirius Radio. We'll play the clip in just a bit, but he basically talks about playing Gordon. Notice he shuts down playing Commissioner Gordon, so it's likely that he's gonna just be Detective Gordon at this point. Let's get into the clip.
You play Police Commissioner Gordon in the next Batman movie with Robert Pattinson. What is your what is your take on Commissioner Gordon?
Well, I'll say this: I play Gordon. I'll just say that. So yes, I play Jim Gordon, and my take is, well, the way that I kind of explain what we're doing is that, like with any film, we're working together to create a mood, to create an idea, a setting, a tone, and that's all being led, of course, by Matt Reeves. He's created this vision for this thing that, of course, is the next evolution. You know, since 1939, when these stories began, this is the next evolution of of Gotham. And so I'm working off what Matt, the stage that Matt has provided, and also working off what Robert is doing. And, we're trying to create something together that is, that's our own, but is also Batman. And so I think if you look at some of the images that, that Matt has released, and he would release these things on Twitter, we'd be filming and then like, boom, all of a sudden, my phone would start smoking, like, holy, what, you see, Rob in the suit, or the Batmobiles, which like the Batmobile, the shots of the Batmobile, which I read that description of the Batmobile in the script, and I was like, yeah, that's it. And that really, in some ways, is kind of indicative that of what we're doing, and that it's something that you recognize, something that's super hyped up. It's like super hemified, that car, but it's also, yeah, of course. So he took these parts and he created the most badass muscle car that you could possibly imagine, but it's grounded in Gotham. It's grounded in Americana, It's something that you can relate to. And I think, those are the types of elements that were really kind of driving us to, as we played within this, how do we make it gritty, real Gotham? And at the same time, give it all, like the veneer and the excitement that you expect from the Batman franchise.
So yeah, lots of things in that really speak to how grounded the movie will be, and how much it will sort of take the character in a new and surprising direction that also ties into his long and rich history. As someone who loves a more realistic Batman, to say that the God version that we get in things like Grant Morrison's run and the Justice League movie, I'm very excited to see this on screen, as I definitely feel like it's the best version of the character out there. And finally, we now know a lot more about Colin Farrell's Penguin. The actor recently spoke to Good Morning America and discussed how much of a role he'll be playing in the film. Initially, it was thought that he, alongside the Riddler, would be tied as the main villain of the piece. However, Farrell has walked this back slightly and said that he only has a few scenes. When discussing how lockdown had impacted the role, he said, "I had only started it and I can't wait to get back. The creation of it, the aesthetic of the character has been fun, and I'm really excited to get back and explore it. And I haven't got that much to do. I have a certain amount in the film. I'm not all over it by any means, but there are a couple of tasty scenes I have in it and my creation, and I can't wait to get back. Yeah, I totally feel like it's something that I have not had the opportunity to explore before. Feels original and fun. but I'm only at the start of the journey, so I can't wait to get back and really get into it. So it does seem that the Penguin will be more of a background character that adds to Gotham rather than being the main villain. This may be similar to how Falcone was in Batman Begins, and whilst the scene that the character has sound tasty, I don't know if he will really have much of an effect on the overall storyline. Now from this we can take that the Riddler will indeed be the main driving force of the plot, and that he will be the person that takes the centre stage in all of this. I actually think this statement also sort of solidifies that Penguin might be the mayor in the movie, and that he may be a politician rather than someone that Batman goes head to head with in nightclubs and on rooftops. We do know that there will be a mayoral candidate in the film known as Bella Real, so perhaps she is running in opposition to the villain. Either way, there's a lot of things to look forward to, and I love picking apart the tidbits like this. And to end the video, I've actually also heard a rumour that Definition will be replacing Robert Pattinson as the Batman. It's probably a rumour that you've seen, because I've seen it everywhere on the internet. Like, dude, bro, trust me, yeah, and hit the thumbs up button. Much love. Anyway, you should now be fully up to date with all of the news on the Batman, so thanks for sticking with me until the end of the video. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up, and if you missed our last breakdown of the film, then that's going to be linked at the end. If you want to support the channel from as little as 99 cents a month, then please click the join button below. We massively appreciate it, and as a thank you, you get access to content early. If you want to come chat to us after the show, either follow us at Heavy Spoilers or click the Discord link in the description below. Every month we give away free movies to people who are subscribed to the channel, and this month you can win the Marvel Phase 3 Part 2 box set, and all you have to do is comment on a video and make sure you subscribe with notifications on. The more videos you comment on, the more you have a chance of winning, so make sure you get involved. The winner is going to be chosen at random on the 15th of June, and the set will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. This is a channel for people who are super into superheroes, so if that's the kind of thing you like, hit subscribe. Thank you for taking the time to watch this. I've been Definition, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care,